Stellar Fundraising Auctions presents Fundraising Auction Minute, a 2021 year in review. 2021 has, for many fundraising events, been more challenging than 2020. At least in 2020, we knew what the options were. 100% virtual. 2021 has had the promise of being able to do in-person events, running headlong into the reality of new variants, ongoing community transmission, and an often regional reluctance to be in a crowd. At the beginning of 2021, it looked as if hybrid events were poised to really take off. I personally thought the ability to simultaneously engage in-person and at-home audiences had significant potential. And while it still might, it was not one of the leading trends in fundraising auctions in 2021. The main trends we saw this year were outdoor in-person events, virtual events for crowds that either weren't able to gather due to restrictions or didn't feel comfortable gathering indoors, a lot of parallel planning for organizations that weren't sure which type of event they were going to be able to do, and every organization doing an event that was appropriate for the culture of their crowd at the time they were doing their event. 68% of our events this year were virtual. 27% were in person, and 5% were hybrid, meaning in person and virtual. But really, this year is a tale of two halves. The majority of our virtual events took place between January and June, before things started to open up again. The second half of the year, we find a pretty even split between in-person and virtual events. And all along the way, we learned a lot about all three types of events: in-person, virtual, and hybrid. We came to understand the different challenges each are going to face in 2022. We will be going into greater detail about all of this in an upcoming webinar. See the About section for a link. Until then, this has been a Fundraising Auction Minute. Thank you for spending the time. Please find more like videos on our YouTube channel or at stellarsf.com.